Hello everyone, this is Ray Garrett. I'd like to introduce you to this video. This video is going to be about downloading information from Searchlight in order to upload it into eCampaign Pro. Now we've already covered downloading information from Searchlight extensively, but we're going to do so this time with regards to how it's done to easily upload to eCampaign Pro. So we're downloading from Searchlight, uploading to eCampaign Pro. All right, so we will go to Searchlight here. What we'll do is we're starting off, it looks like in Seattle, so that's fine. Now, what you want to remember here is Searchlight will only allow you to download 300 records at a time. You've got to keep that in mind. If your search result shows 301 records, you won't download. It won't let you. So it's got to be 300 or less. So what we have to do is customize our search in order to get 300 agents. I usually do that by starting with the major brands. So I'll start with Keller Williams, let's say. They have a major brand everywhere. And when I do that, you see they have 1191 agents still over that 300 mark in Seattle. So I've got to continue to narrow it down. I'm going to do that several ways. If I do it by territory or anything like that, that's going to narrow it too far because I want to get as close to 300 as possible. So I'm going to do it by production. I will do it by, let's say, number of deals. Now you just kind of have to play with this until you get it right. I'm going to start off with, let's say, 2 to 6 transactions. And that is 339. Close, but it's still over that 300 mark. So let's move this down to 5 and just click anywhere. And that takes it down to 290. So I just do that, and then if I click anywhere outside that box, it'll update the amount of records there. But again, if I change it back to 6, click anywhere outside the box, it goes to 339. I change it now to 5, click anywhere outside the box, it goes to 290. All right, so I hit search, and now I've got those 290 agents populated. I'm just going to export now. Now, when you click that export button, your browser has different browsers have different methods. Just do everything it tells you to do, agree to everything it asks you to agree to, and you'll be off and running in no time. So this is that downloaded Excel sheet. What it does is it downloads it into an Excel CSV table. And that's really kind of what you want. I'll show you how to save like that. First thing you're going to do though is delete all of this information that is not useful for eCampaign Pro. Really all they need is first name, last name, brokerage, phone number, email. So anything that's not that, I'm just going to delete here. Okay. And it's not necessary, but they like for you to have the name field as the first. So what I'll do here is I'll just make the broker, I'm going to cut out these columns rather. Now if you're not familiar with Excel, get somebody to help you, maybe a broker in your office. This just takes just the very basic bottom line knowledge of Excel, but if you've never touched it before you came to Zip Realty, you might be uncomfortable with it. Now what all you're going to do is click on the letter, highlight across, right click, hit cut, and then just go to the very end, right click and hit insert cut cells, and that moves them over. So you don't have to do that, they just like for you to. Now once I've got the sheet all ready, I've deleted all the fields I don't need, I'm going to save it. So you're just going to hit File, Save As, and the main thing I'm going to tell you to do is save it as the CSV or comma separated values file. Sometimes you have to find that on your screen. So just find that, save it as that type of file format. And then you're just going to name it, let's say Seattle KW for 2 through 7 deals. And that's fine. You can name it whatever you want. I've already actually saved this, so I'm not going to save it again. But that's all that you have to do there. Now, once you've saved it, it's an easy process to upload. So let's go do that now. Now, you're just going to go to eCampaign Pro. I'll go ahead and go there now. You're going to log in with your login information. Now, once you've logged in here, this is the home page that you see. There's 2 ways to add lists. I'm going to go over the first way first, request an agent email list. This is not your saved list. This is asking eCampaign Pro to provide you with their list, which is great, especially for you guys that don't have emails in your system from states that don't allow it. So I'm just going to click that hyperlink right there, request an agent email list. It's going to pull up this window. This window simply says it's asking me how do I want to search. Now I've already requested earlier today some of the lists, but I always like to do it by county and from which state it's going to ask me. So I'm just going to say Virginia because I know Virginia. And now I'll go in here and add just a few Virginia counties to show you how it looks. I'll add Chesterfield. Just click on that, and it adds it in there for you. You know, we'll add even Goochland there. Okay, so there's a couple more I added. It takes 24 to 48 hours for this to upload, for them to retrieve these lists for you. So what I suggest is if you got to send an email on Friday, make sure you got your lists. You begin this process on Wednesday if you need to. Okay. Now, once you do it once, you don't have to do it again for a while. These lists only update like twice a year. So if you see the date like next month, a month later, once you've done it once, you know, just maybe set a reminder on your calendar to do it 4 or 5 months from now, delete all of these and set up a new one. Okay. So hit finish. It's just going to warn you that it doesn't cost any money. It's going to tell you it's going to take a few seconds. And that's all there is to that. Now, that's how you go in and request, and they'll be pending and with this red lettering until they actually put them through. Now, to import your own email address is a very simple process, very easy. I'm just going to click Import Personal Email Address. It's going to have 3 things for it to do. The first thing is to choose a file. I'm going to choose that Seattle Keller Williams file that we just did. Now it's going to ask you, do you want to create a new category? You can put them all into one category that just says Seattle agents or something like that, or you can break them out by brokerage. I like to do that. So I'm going to say Seattle KW agents, okay? And now I just put in here, call me with questions, something like that, something easy. You don't have to put anything there. I just like to, I hate leaving empty blanks. So now I hit send. Now it's going to ask me, are you a spammer? So you have to check that, say, you know, to agree to all that stuff, and hit submit. And that's it. That's all you got to do. Now, now I've got that imported list in there. Like I said, 24 to 48 hours. Remember that. You know, don't expect to be able to upload a list and then email it to it today. So there you go. That is how it's done, guys. Download it. Watch this video as many times as it takes. And, you know, there will be a second video forthcoming. And this second video will show you how to actually send out an email campaign.